Hey, what we got here?
Hey, see that guy over there? How big are your feet? We have the same size shoes.
Same size shoes. Shoes.
The same size shoes.
Same size shoes. Shoes.
Same size shoes. Same size shoes.
Hey, let's give it up for the same size shoes.
Same size shoes.
Let's give it up for the same size shoes.
Same size shoes.
Let's give it up for the same size shoes.
Same size shoes.
Same size shoes. Same size shoes. Same size shoes. Size shoes. Same size shoes. Same size shoes. Same size shoes. Size shoes. Sushi. Size shoes. Same
size. The same size shoes. Same size shoes.
What do we got?
Same sized shoes.
Same size shoe.
Same sized shoes.
What do we got?
Same sized shoes.
Same size shoe.
We have the same size shoes. Aren't you amazed? We have the same size shoes. Aren't you amazed? Daddy, look at me, Daddy. Aren't you proud? Same size shoes. Same size shoes. Same size shoes. Daddy.
Hey.
Daddy.
Hey.
Daddy. Same size shoes. Daddy. Shoes.
I don't know what else. So funny.
Daddy.
La 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 la
In the works, look at our faces. Barely any girth, so many spaces. And I look around, there's so much hair. Facial scars, they're everywhere. Someday, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Can't wait to look more masculine. Hide acne and my double chin. I wanna stand by a Harley Davidson. 'Cause I'm going through beardy. Not quite a beard, but almost beardy. Disconnected, but there's potential. I want a beard like Abraham Lincoln. I want a beard like Brad Pitt's kids. I want a beard like Angelina Jolie if she had a beard. Beardy. I want to stroke my beard and look like I am deep and wise. Carry wood on my shoulder, have a drink with the guys. Change a tire, cut a wire, throw a steak on top of a fire. I want to give dramatic looks where I only move my eyes. Can't wait to cover up my skin like a king majestic in the wind. I wanna look like Rick and not like Glenn.
Spoiler alert,
goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
Morning.
Goes a sight from my soul.
First off, let me get off my chest. Worldine, thank you for the quadruple diarrhea off stream for no reason. For no reason. And timing out Sophie for no reason off stream as well. Thank you for that, Worldine. And also for the tier 3 sub. All off stream, guys. Before I even started. Worldine, thank you. Galahad, thank you for the sub as well. Sophie got timed out. There's no one even here. She still got timed out. LOL Eminem. First off, let me get up. It's like not even him. Day 11 of asking. Okay, Kaido. Kato. With the little frog too. Day. What did she say again? Got it. What did she say again? What is the line? Neon line, not the other one. Ryan, grow your mustache. No. It just doesn't look right. It's because it doesn't grow right. Actually, I could probably do the mustache part of it, but the rest of it wouldn't look right. I'm out of. Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I'm out of here. Okay, hold on. 1 second. We're not playing for a little bit. Hold on, what is going on? And just like that. What is the context of the in your about section? Have you ever seen SpongeBob? That's my essay. The. Velumi, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Whoops. Random question. Do you think the Twitch community is better than other social media communities like TikTok and YouTube? I think it's different. It depends on what for. I think as a community, it's better to build and more interactive. YouTube is more of a, hey, look at me platform where you produce stuff. It's like a one-way, not that streaming isn't like that, but it's more of a community. Whereas like YouTube feels like I'm putting out stuff for other people to just watch rather than be a part of. That's the difference to me. I'm not saying that it's going to continue to be that way because YouTube is taking all of Twitch's creators. But I will say currently the way that it's built, the community system is better on Twitch. You just unlocked the part of my brain with the SpongeBob reference. It all came back to it. Dude, SpongeBob back in the day was a great show. Like, the early episodes were so good. And then, has anyone who watched those ones and then stopped tried to watch it again? Like, the current episodes, they're so not funny. And it's not that it doesn't hold up. It's like the writing is different. The acting seems off. Like, it's just not good. I don't know what, like, who messed it up. But I like the initial, like, when it first came out, the jokes were so well written. The timing was great. Now it just feels like every other cartoon. It's not bad. It's just not good. Like, you go back and watch the old episodes and you look at the timings and people make memes out of them. They're actual good jokes that still hold up till today. Like, there's some jokes that I didn't even realize when I was a kid. Maybe it's just your difference of age. No, that's what I'm trying to say. I go back and watch it, and I genuinely try to watch it and be like, that's a good joke. That's well performed, well done. Like, they don't really have a lot of shows that do that anymore. The current episodes that come out today are all quick, and it's like, very basic joke. It feels very like cartoony. Not that the first one wasn't, but I mean like it wasn't a normal cartoon. It was very well written and performed, the early episodes of SpongeBob. And then after that, I don't know what happened after that, but like the recent ones that I've seen is just not, it's just not interesting. I don't know. It's just kind of silly. Zach Attacker, thank you for the 9 months. And Manny, thank you again for the gifted sub. But also, I was trying, exactly like you were saying though, I was trying to watch it without bias. But it's kind of hard when you already know the episodes, so maybe that could be the case. You know what I mean? Maybe that's it. Maybe I just have like nostalgia or something. But I really tried to watch it without any bias and be like, dude, this is good. I watched the clip, the procrastination episode, to get the answer to my question. Huh? Ryan, you are opinionated. I am. I've always been. A lot of times too, I feel like a lot of people have opinions that they just don't choose to share. I feel like if you were on stream right now, you'd probably, if somebody brought that up and you had something to say about it, why wouldn't you say it? Wouldn't you? I don't know. I find it interesting. And I like to see when people have counter, because there's more people here than you normally get to talk to on a normal day-to-day basis. I like to hear opposing or to see if it aligns with other people's thoughts. I think it's interesting. Yeah, counter, or like to see what other people, how it genuinely feels for other people. Like what that guy said, maybe it's, you're not thinking of it in a certain way. You know, like maybe it's just because you're getting older and you don't think that's funny anymore. But that's why it's interesting. When I went back and watched it, it's still good, but it could also just be because, like I said, nostalgia. It could be. I feel like there's a lot of movies like that. God, what was another movie I just watched? You know what's another one that holds up? Home Alone. Okay, this one might be biased because I grew up on it, but like I watched it, and of course it's a little cheesy because it's a kid's show, kinda. But I don't know, maybe I'm biased. I want to know what kids today think of Home Alone. Like, do they also love it as much? You know? Not kids today. Is there anyone under the age of 20 that watched Home Alone? Here? I'm 17 and I love it. You don't have to be like, you don't have to agree. Like, if you didn't like it, okay, well, is there anyone that didn't like it? Like, that's younger. Home Alone is on Disney Plus if you haven't seen it. It is a classic, but it's very old, and I rewatched it a lot during Christmas, all of them, and it holds up. They even made a okay, let's not talk about Home Alone 3 because that was awful, but they remade another Home Alone with this like kid with glasses, like British kid, and I was expecting it to be awful, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. There is a Home Alone 3 that they tried to do with a little kid, and that one was awful. I think Scarlett Johansson's in that one, I think. Sorry, I did not like that one at all. See, some people liked it though. A lot of people liked it, but I did not like that one. The first two are good, and then the one they made most recently that's on Disney Plus with the British kid, I thought that was pretty good. It's not the same, but they did a pretty good job. They should have stopped at 2. They did stop at 2. And then they replaced Macaulay Culkin. And then they continued it. The only thing I liked about it, the most recent one, is that they at least paid what is it called? Not respects. What is the word I'm looking for? Anyway, they referenced the originals and they said, oh, They literally called themselves out and said, homage, tribute, homage. They basically called themselves out and said, oh, I hate when they make sequels. They're never as good or something like that. And I was like, damn, at least they know. In the movie, they were saying that about another movie. And I was like, well, that's something I would do. Hedge your bets because you know it's not going to be as good. But at least it puts your expectations a lot lower, you know? I was like, that was clever. If you're not going to beat it, you might as well break that wall and lower everyone's expectations. Ninja Kelp and Fastbird, thank you for the subs. And Why by Weeby, thank you for gifting cross. That's what you did for How to Be Ninja 2. Exactly, because it's kind of true. Especially if you're not making it back to back. Like if people fall in love with something, if you wait too long to make a sequel, chances are people are going to hate it. Most likely. Even if it's good. Same with like what was it? Remember Incredibles? How long that took to make the sequel? I thought it was good, but because it took so long, a part of me was like, this was not worth the wait. Like this is okay. I mean, it was okay. Incredibles 2. A lot of people felt the same way too. And it's, if you look at it as a movie, it's a great movie. So it's just because it took a long time and everyone loved the first one. Toy Story was good though, and we don't want to talk about Buzz Lightyear at 4. No, but Toy Story was like kind of continuous, right? Like it kept coming out. It took a while, but it kept coming out throughout the years. Whoops, sorry. Sorry. By the way, I don't know how other people feel, but I think Toy Story 1 was good. I loved it, obviously. Toy Story 3, I loved. 4 was great. Anyone not like 2? I really don't like Toy Story 2. I can't watch it. I don't know why, but I really like all the other Toy Stories except for 2. And I don't know why. Some people love that one, but I just don't like it. I don't like that one at all. I don't even remember it because I've only watched it like twice. And I just don't like it. I don't know why. Sorry, putting it together the group. 2 is the one with Zorg. Is that the purple dude? Just like 2 when Woody was getting fixed. Oh, you know what? I did like that scene. You're right. I actually didn't remember about that. The scene where they're fixing Woody and he paints over his boot. I know it's supposed to be sad, but it's so satisfying. Kuzan, thank you for the 5 months. It is actually, and he's sewing his arm on. Which one is 2 where he goes to Al? He is like in a supermarket or something, right? I forget. I don't remember. What about Despicable Me? I have a weird thing with that one. I did a promo for them, so I went to the premiere. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was gonna be ass. I thought it was gonna be so bad. So I went into it with like thinking, I gotta watch this stupid kids movie. And I was like dying in there. Like I was actually like laughing out loud. I was like, oh my god, this is right? And because if other people are laughing along as well, and you're there for like a event, so people are even more, I don't know, pumped up for it. It was actually, I loved it. I thought it was really good. Despicable Me, the first one. So it's a very I don't know if that's called bias too, but I have a skewed version of how I enjoyed that movie. Miranda Cosgrove was there, yes. I told you she seemed very very to herself. You know what she seemed like? Me at parties. But because all the attention's on her and like obviously some other people, it almost seems like she's unfriendly. But like nice, but unfriendly. But like it's more like I think just an introvert. I don't know. I get that sense. You remember A Bug's Life? Yep. It's a great movie too. It's been 3 years since I've been to a movie theater. Dude, maybe me too. What about Ants? Honestly, I don't remember Ants. But I know I've seen it because it came out around the same time. But A Bug's Life is a classic, man. What year did that come out? I swear I saw that in theaters on a school field trip for some reason. What year was it? 1998. Yeah, that's about right. Elementary school field trip. But why did we watch that? And it was at this really, really old theater. Bug's Life gave me a fear of birds. Not a fear of grasshoppers? Kuzan, thank you for the 5 months. Ants was weirdly violent. B movie is great. I kind of forget that one. I saw it a lot later though, but I heard that was good too. Grasshoppers are my ultimate fear. Why though? They don't even bite. Do they? I used to catch grasshoppers in my backyard. And then I got a Jackson chameleon and I'd watch them eat. I would literally catch grasshoppers and crickets for my Jackson chameleon. I like the part in B movie where it gets faster every time they say B. I don't remember that. I don't remember that movie at all. A Jackson what? A chameleon. Jackson chameleon. Were you in Vegas when the grasshoppers invaded? Yeah. Yep. I don't know if you guys know. It was covered nationally, right? I don't know. A few years ago, our Vegas was invaded with actual like swarms. It was insane, dude. It was actually insane. It looked like one of those end of the world like locust like movies, and it got so bad. It wasn't as bad up here, but like in town, if you drove around, it was insane. There's bugs everywhere. All grasshoppers. They would just fly into your windshield. They would just whack into you. Wherever you go, they would be there. It was about 2 years ago. Everything changed. Everything changed when the grasshoppers attacked. And there was actual restaurants that started serving free, or I don't know if it was free, but they like made a dish out of grasshoppers. Like a pizza or something like that. Like, I don't know how well they did with that, but they made a dish out of it because there was so many. Because I remember seeing it on the news. I'd give it a shot. Protein. Honestly, it was actually insane. It's pretty common in some countries. Wait, the invasion of grasshoppers? Dude, there were so many. It was unbelievable. You could see them. We have bats here in my area. And they were going to town, though. I think that's why there wasn't that many grasshoppers up here. Because we have bats. Which are just as equally bad. But at least there's not as many of them. Whoops. Yeah, we have... whoops. Actual bats. Bats are cute, though. Yeah, but they have diseases. I've been told. Sorry. One sec. Okay, they're not gonna be ready till like 11 or so. Grasshoppers are like birds? In what sense? Mad random, but where did you get your shells from? Honestly, I don't remember, because one of my friends, Dana, she ordered them. I don't know. She knows a lot of different like architectural stuff because she like majored in it. So I actually don't know. It wasn't like it wasn't like a commonplace though. I remember it was like a name that I never heard of. Dana and Sean actually put together all of this. The background you see. And she ordered the cabinets. And then I just moved them around. This used to be the podcast room. So I just moved stuff around for stream. If you ever been invaded by grasshoppers in the UK, it always rains cats and dogs. I'm not quite sure what the comparison is, but the whole grasshopper thing, does that not happen? Is that common anywhere else? Because I've never seen that before. It doesn't happen in Hawaii, tell you that much. Probably not. No laugh for me? Was that supposed to be a joke? Okay, I laughed at your Sag. Is that bad? If you're still doing off the pill, who's a guest you'd really want to have on? Honestly, it probably wouldn't be good for the podcast, but probably people that play like what I'm playing. So I don't know, tens. It would be really interesting to see how he got skilled. It probably wouldn't be good for a podcast, but who knows? Could be interesting. And it's also something I'm actively playing right now, right? But it would be interesting to see how he grew up and how he became the way he is, you know? Hacker. How he became a hacker, essentially. So what led you to this path, Tens? How did you become a hacker? Like what compelled you to become a cheater? To be that good and cheat and make everyone feel less than you? What compelled you? Who hurt you? Locust is the size of birds. They're swarm. I've never seen a locust, and they were grasshoppers. They were like this big. Like some of the grasshoppers were like this. Tens loves you. I'm sure he would be down for that. I know, but I'm not doing those. It wouldn't be hard to reset that up, but like it wouldn't be the same. It would like be like a Zoom call. You know? Chikata? Is that how you say it? Do you guys know Chikata raid? And they made lots of noise. Wow. Huh? How do you say that? Locusts are a form of grasshopper, but if they're the size of a bird? Wait, Tens was cheating? No, I just say that because it's like when you watch him, it looks like he's hacking. He doesn't actually cheat, as far as I know. The only thing cheating about him is his brain. Flipporice. Thank you for the 12 months. Let's go. They aren't that big. You guys are a bunch of exaggerators, and this is why I'm so dumb, because I listened to it. It's pronounced cicada. Cicada. Okay, that helps. This is what happens when you drop out of college and you don't read. Cicada. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I'm gonna look it up because we're educational. Oh, those are like cockroach looking things. Are those the really noisy ass like clicking sound ones? Because if that's the case, I think I have heard those before. Okay, we may have a little group. Might be a little late, but we have a group. Did you listen to the song Kev Jumba made for? Yep, I heard all the songs a little bit. Like I think when they were released or right before they were released. I told him it was very like I was surprised at how well produced it was. Like they made it like I thought he was just making it for fun, like on his own, but it's like sounded like he worked with the actual producer and stuff. They bury every 17 years they rise. Really? They're in Australia as well. I'm very sure that I've heard those before because we at UNLV, I remember there was always this loud ass sound at night, especially during the summer when it was hot. It was so freaking loud. Like a buzzing sound, kind of. I don't know how to describe it. High-pitched buzzing. I used to think the sound from them was the sun or like power lines. Honestly, it does sound like what you would think power line sounds like. Like kind of like electricity, but like super loud. I wouldn't have thought the sun, but I mean, you know, to each their own. I can imitate it. Yeah. Make a cover then. You won't. A cicada cover. There's like different swarms. What did it say? But the longer years are usually the worst. That I must have heard it when it was happening, because now I think about it, I don't hear them anymore. So it must have been between those 17 years, if that was actually true. Summer nights are always accompanied with a sound. I'm so used to it. I don't know, man. Every time I go to UNLV at night, I haven't been there recently, so maybe I don't know. But they used to be there every single night. I think. They're on every year. It's just there's a big wave of them every few decades. Well, if that's the case, we don't have any over here, luckily. God, if we went from a bug's life to just straight up talking about bugs. Good to know how we got here. I don't even know how we got to a bug. Oh no, we were talking about Toy Story, and then we talked about Home Alone for some reason. Disney Plus, that was what we were talking about initially. How did we get here, dude? Just deletes message, can't even man up and answer to your fans. I actually haven't deleted one single message. I literally can see it because there's a line crossed through it. But what did you ask? Let me see. Let me see what he said. Pretty sure millions of your fans are waiting for some new content on YouTube. Why are you wasting your time here? Oh, because it's fun. Why are you here? I'm here because I'm having fun. I enjoy doing it. I get to play video games for a living. I mean, what? It's the dream. It's not wrecked. It's just, I mean, I didn't even see what he said. I honestly sensed too fast people who are deleting mods are too fast. I don't get to see it sometimes. And when it gets deleted, it has a line through it. And if it's gone, I'm not going to go scroll up just to read. I don't know. Most times it's someone trolling or writing something inappropriate. You know? I just come in here to type the same thing every now and then. Think it's funny. Well, you're going to have to come up with something new, Vigdom. Because it's not going to be funny if you keep typing the same thing. And you're probably going to get, not even me, you're probably going to get banned. Not banned, timed out. And if you continue to do it, probably banned. So you probably have to come with something new. I personally don't mind it, but it will get annoying if people keep seeing it and they're like, oh, this guy's spamming. That means I can spam. And then we have to regulate. You understand. Is a ban a permaban at first? I don't know. I think it's just a timeout. I told you guys, I banned one person in this chat, and it's only because I didn't know how to do it. I think only one person. And I think I've only timed out like maybe 1 or 2 people. Because when I time people out, I don't know how to adjust the time, and it goes to automatically like 600 seconds or something like that. So that's why I just let them out, and the mods are fast, so they do it. Like, by the time I try to type it out, it's already done. To be honest, this is my 3rd day on Twitch just to watch your streams. Spooderman, are you sure? I've seen you before. You've been here for a bit. It's not just 3 days, right? I've been seeing you every day, but like you've been here before, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe because the last 3 days I saw you. Do you remember me? Aya Saga. I mean, I've definitely seen your name. Honestly, the more times you're probably active in chat, the more I'm probably going to remember your name. That's just, I mean, naturally, the more you read it, right? Good memory? Not really, actually. I have a bad memory. But I see this every day, for the most part. But you don't reply, though. What do you mean? If you expect me to reply to every single thing in here, we would have no time to do anything. Do you read all chat messages every day, though? I would say majority. It's like it's a numbers thing, man. The more you are in chat, probably, the more likely I'm gonna see it. It doesn't mean I'm gonna read every single one. It's impossible. Erks, thank you for the 8 months, and Crimson, thank you for the 7. I thought streamer don't read names. I think sometimes if it's moving fast enough, you gotta like, you can't read all of it, but some names just stick out, you know. Thank you for subscribing to Runaway Away, thank you for the 2 months. Should try playing Pummel Party. I think we have played that before. I think I even played that before streaming. I could be wrong. That the one with their like little wiggly things? Because I think I did play that before. Oh, it's the board game one. It was the drunk stream. Ah, I barely remember that one. I don't really remember that one, I'm not gonna lie. We drank a lot that night. I was like, how many beers did I drink? I drank beer because I was like, I'm gonna get too drunk if I do whiskey. Why by Weedy? Thank you for diarrhea.
Commanders and diarrhea.
We had, oh, Nelly knows. We had 8. That is so filling, dude. And I think I was like on an empty stomach. Maybe. Yeah, that was a fun night. Didn't we get an ace? Oh no, we almost had an ace that night. We played Valo after. And I remember seeing the clips later. And I almost had an ace. Although it was very low elo. You delivered from the furthest rush. I remember that. That's how I knew I was drunk. Light or heavy drinker? I can drink a lot. Although, sorry. Whoops. That night, I'm pretty sure it's because I didn't eat. But that's still a lot of beers, man. I was pretty drunk. Ika, thank you for the Ika, thank you for the 2 months. Would you want to do another drunk stream? It would have to be the right thing. If everybody else would want to do it. The thing is, if I did that, I would probably have to stream late again. Like at night. You know? When other people are willing to be a part of it. Why do you apologize for burping? It's normal. I don't apologize for burping. I don't even burp. Would you do a morning drunk stream? Ideally, I don't want to. That would mess up my schedule probably. Plus, morning drinking is kind of sus. Yeah, then I would like literally be wasting the rest of my day because I wouldn't be able to do anything after. After stream, I just pass out probably. I don't think that's a good idea. Not in your 20s anymore. Even in my 20s, I wouldn't do that. I don't drink during the day. I guess on vacation you could do that, or like if you're in Vegas, it's kind of common, but that's not something that I feel like that's not a good thing. That'd probably ruin me. I just sleep during the day. I'd be wake up late at night. That is a Vegas thing though, day drinking, and you go to like a pool party or something. Morning drunk is weird. I can't remember a time being drunk in the morning, except if I woke up from the previous night drunk. That's the only time I can think of ever being drunk in the morning. While on vacation, I woke up and drank margaritas while making omelets for my friends. Yeah, I mean, that's vacation, though. The thing is, Sorry, it's so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Actually, you probably can now that I turned up the mic. It's so loud. We'll just wait a little bit. When you used to do interviews, did you ever get tired of them asking you the same questions, like what your video making process is like? It seemed like there were always expecting some crazy wild answer. Yes, I wouldn't enjoy it, but like I had pre-made answers to the point where like it was like automatic. But like you kind of have to, and it's understandable. Different publications want to know the same shit, you know? Especially back in the day, before YouTubers were very like, I don't know, common. People would always ask and be like so shocked for the first like, I don't know, 5-6 years. Like, so you can actually make money off of these videos? Like that was like the #1 thing everybody would ask, and then it would get more serious because initially they're just thinking, oh, what is this? This is a joke. Everyone thought YouTube was a joke, and now look at it. Whoops. I wish you could go on hot ones. I do not wish that. I do not want that. I can't handle spice, man. I can't. When in Hawaii for the holidays did you go zoo? I saw the zoo. where it would be. But I did not go too into it. Just social distancing, you know, from the animals. Don't want to get them, you know, don't want to get sick from them. That's all. I am Prismart. I am Prismart. Thank you for the 2 months. Did you have shaved ice? Nah. I mean, I grew up with shaved ice, so I like it, but it's not something I crave. Sorry. Whoops. How are you friends with the Kinjas? Kinjas? I'm sure that's what you mean. Dietrich. Who is actually supposed to come tonight, I think. Actually, I should find out for sure. But I met a lot of like dancers. The majority of the people I met initially in LA were dancers. Initially. Which is ironic because I don't dance. But I hung out with so many. Whoops. What you can use NVIDIA broadcast for RTX. It has best background noise canceling, like really good. I'll be honest, I don't even know what that is, Uncle Chips. I'll believe you. Don't know what that is. This is also not usually a big problem. It's just every now and then. Hold. Okay, maybe 1, 2. God, we have so many people that are like, well, we could be ready by 11, but they're doing stuff currently. So we'll see. This is gonna be, I don't even know, I can't even say who we're gonna be with, but we could have 5 or we could have 2. We'll see. Do we get to see some aim training today? Does playing count as that? Peter's on. Yeah, he has some sponsor though, so we have to wait for that. I don't know when he is going to be done. And then maybe Sid should be back by 11. Pokey says she could play at 12. Hannah says she has a meeting at 10:30, so it should be over. Maybe. We'll see. What a squad. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's kind of like up in the air right now. It's funny because all the people that we like if all these people hit me up yesterday, hit me up today, we'd have a perfect size group. It's just yesterday for some reason everyone could play at the right time, and we just had way too many people. It always happens that way. Abe, I know. And of course today, right? Today when we need someone to fill, Abe's not up. Of course, today. I even messaged him over and over. I swear, sometimes he does it on purpose. He looks and sees my titles, and if like I'm playing with 4 other people, then he wakes up and says, "Hey, you got room?" That's the only time. If he sees I need people and I only have like 2 in our group, then he'll go back to sleep. It's coincidence, I think not. Are you hyped about DeJounte Murray and Jakob Poeltl as a Spurs fan? DeJounte, yeah, well, Jakob Pearl's been good too. I wouldn't say I'm excited about him. I feel like he has a ceiling, but Murray's good. There's a lot of people to be excited about. Still interested in that Primo guy. He's like one of the youngest players. He's supposed to be good. Devin Vassell. He's coming up. Lonnie Walker's been better. I don't know. There's a lot of young talent. Derek White. I wish Derek White was more. I feel like he would be a really good. I don't know. They kind of play the same position. Derek White and DeJounte are both really good point guards. Yeah, I think I kind of wish he played a little bit more. Not just more, but like, thing with him is every time he starts looking really, really good and he's about to break out into like all-star level, he gets hurt, which is unfortunate. Bulls get instantly better with DeRozan. Tells you something about the Spurs. No, that means DeRozan's good. No one's doubting that. No one's doubting that DeRozan's good. The thing I said about DeRozan is if he's your number one star, you probably aren't going to win a championship. And I know he's killing it over there. But chances are, if he's your number one, you're probably not going to win. Ow. And they're killing it, so maybe he'll prove me wrong. I like DeMar DeRozan. He seems like a cool dude. I just didn't think he was a good fit, and we weren't going to win with our current lineup. And he was taking away minutes from the young guys, you know? So I think that's a fair point. They have Vucevic and Levine. Yeah, I mean, like, they're kind of killing. Don't they have Ball, too? Lonzo's been killing it, right? So, like, it's not just him is the reason they're winning, you know? He's had some clutch shots, but, like, he did that for the Spurs, too. He had clutch shots there as well. No one's denying, no one's saying that DeRozan was bad. I just think he was bad for the team. He didn't fit the system. He's more iso ball. It's not Spurs basketball. You don't dribble that much. Jalen plays for Beijing. Yes. Mm-hmm. Of course, the one Bulls game I went to, they lost. DeRozan becomes a better playmaker after his time with the Spurs. Yeah. He's a significantly better playmaker after being on the Spurs. So, you can't say that it didn't help. He didn't used to do, he didn't pass like that. He didn't get that many assists when he was in Toronto. Sorry, Toronto. Still friends with Jeremy. I haven't talked to him recently. Every time when he comes back, we get in touch. But when he goes to China, we don't really keep in touch till he gets back. And even when he is back, it's just when he's in town or, you know, he's planning to come to Vegas or whatever. Miami is a strong team. I haven't really been watching, but yeah, I haven't been keeping up. All I see is highlights from usually Spurs stuff. I would say DDR benefits from Pop's coaching and develop playmaking skills. I agree. I think he improved. Even his mindset, too. Did you know Alex Wasaw is actually fighting Deji now? I remember y'all talked about it on a podcast. I barely remember that, to be honest, but I mean, good. He was training, right? I'm sure it'll make some money. Spurs has been heading in weird build direction since the last championship run. I'm telling you, the thing that was holding them back was the fact that they had DeMar and LaMarcus. Not just the minutes that they took up, but they would be good enough to the point where they couldn't get picks. They would be just in the middle, which is the worst place to be. You would rather be at the bottom or at the top. And they just kept like surviving and being in the middle of the pack, and that's just not good. You can't really rebuild like that, and you gotta let the young guys play. That's why I was advocating. I was like, trade them. As much as I like both of those guys, they did a lot for us, but like it's time. Like it's clear we can't win, you know? Why aren't other quality options available? There are options, aren't there? There should be. If there isn't, it's gonna crash soon. There's no options? Okay, well then if we get 100 more people in here, stream is gonna crash and we're gonna get options. One, two. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer, guys. Worst place to be in the NBA is just inside the playoffs and at the back end of the lottery each year. True, true. Very true. But it was also because we had people, I mean, like I said, 2 like older vets that are good enough, but not enough to like make it all the way. So what are options though? Just quality options. In coding, I haven't really been keeping up enough. Who you got for MVP? Like I said, I haven't watched enough to know. Like I haven't been following as much. But is it a neon or a neoff day? I don't know. It depends what people want to play. If we're playing with Sid, she loves to play neon, so I don't know. We'll probably play some neon. We're too focused on NFL playoffs. I know. We really are, though. Who would have thought, man, that I would still be watching them? Who would have thought? That's insane. Earlier in this year, 3 and 5, who would have thought we'd still be watching this far into January? Recent place you traveled to? Hawaii. Very recently. And it was right as like the numbers were getting bad there, so luckily we didn't get sick. I hope my family didn't get sick. As far as I know, they didn't. So knock on wood. Is your eyesight bad enough for you not to see properly without them? I could see the screen because it's close to my face. If the screen were far, I wouldn't be able to. This I don't need this to be on the computer, but it has a blue light thing in it, and it's supposed to help the strain on your eyes, I guess. That's the reason why I wear it. I don't even know if that works, but that's the reason. New monitor time.